And then after the doll, he determines that his spectator that he has up there is suited well enough to do this next piece where he turns the spectator's hand completely numb and is able to push a needle through the back of his skin on this person's hand. Yeah, how do you feel about this?
Mixed feelings about it because so at the beginning, I don't know, did we discuss at the beginning of the show he there's this little slide that appears prior to you seeing Derren in the audience, and it's saying
Hmm.
that there's no stooges involved, right?
Right.
Which means that this definitely, if assuming he's being truthful, and I'm going to assume he wouldn't put that in there if he wasn't, but who knows? He's a liar. But we're going to assume that he's telling the truth here in that
I
sense.
totally, yeah, I totally believe that there's no stooge here.
It's very risky, and it leads me to think that that the audience may have had to sign something prior to going in there or something like that. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? But aside from that, it's a I I think it's very fucking cool. But at the same time, it does make me feel a little like this, like it makes you uncomfortable, and maybe it's supposed to do that. Maybe that's his
Uh-huh.
intent. What do you think about it?
It's yeah, it is really weird because I also fucking love it, but at the same time is I don't know if shoving a needle through the back of a spectator's hand, I shouldn't say hand, the skin on a
Right.
spectator's hand, like is that okay?
But
I
you
don't know.
remember it, so even though it's just a little flap of skin, you
Right.
remember it as going through the hand, right?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
how I did too. Like, I mean,
Um yeah, it's troublesome because I mean one of my all-time favorite things that I've ever done in Magic is through and through, which is a needle through hand effect. And in this case, the needle is actually going through the center of my left hand. It goes through the back and out the front of the palm. And I think it is such a beautiful effect, and it's not a trick. It's just an old carny stunt where you there's a spot where you can put a needle through your hand and just shove it all the way through, and you can pull it out and there's no blood and you're perfectly okay. And I think it's really fucking cool, but I've stopped doing it because it is dangerous and I don't want to lose my hand. That would kind of kill my Magic career for a while. So
you've had some close calls with it.
it's conflicting. It's yeah, and that's how I feel about this too because it is just so cool, but also, man, that's a risky thing to be doing.
Hey guys, thank you for listening to this clip from the Flaming Melon podcast. Like and subscribe, and make sure to check out this episode in full on the Flaming Melon YouTube channel.